What's up, y'all? Got a banger from the Modern King. Let's get straight into it.
Yes, ma'am. After the divorce was final, we came to an agreement that day on everything that was supposed to be surrendered to me, and she agreed on that. Well, being that there was a restraining order or no contact order in place, I had to come to court and get a court date set. It was signed by Commissioner Krupa for 2 days on a Friday and on a Saturday and Sunday to go retrieve my property. And
my boy came with receipts. Look at all the paperwork he got. She ain't bring none of her homework.
Property when she was supposed to have everything staged in the driveway with all my personal property. And I went out that day, and some of the items were out in the driveway. And I pulled in, started getting stuff. Here she comes. She had her boyfriend or whatever, fiance, whatever, doesn't matter. But she was there, and I automatically just had an anxiety attack. So I just got what was in the driveway, left, and therefore I couldn't go back the next day because, I mean, she was there, and that was a violation. Really, I couldn't go back. She was there, and to my knowledge, she refused to let me go to the property while she is not there and not have access to anything that was in the home.
Missing personal items, clothing, four-wheeler, lawnmower, chainsaw, pontoon boat, tools. Not the D-wall. Not the D-wall. Good Lord.
First, Ms. Hess, formerly known as Ms. Ainley. Were you at the property when Mr. Ainley went to retrieve his?
I was in the house, yes.
Why were you at the property?
I had nowhere to go, and I had to get his stuff out.
You were specifically told at the hearing with Commissioner Krupa on September 28th, 2023, that you were not to be anywhere on that physical property.
I didn't have a choice.
You did have a choice because Commissioner Krupa said not to be on that physical property, not to be on that residence at all.
I didn't have no idea what time he was supposed to even be coming. Was I supposed to stay gone all day?
You did know, and I can tell you right now you did know, because it says pickup times September 30th, 2023 between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. and October 1st, 2023 between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. So you knew exactly when he was going to be there. Exactly.
Leaving his stuff out there, he's already saying it was damaged.
You just lied to the court. You just lied to the court.
No, I did not know.
You did know. You did know. That's physically.
No, he did not show up when he was supposed to. There was time set in June for him to come. He didn't show. I didn't know if he was going to show or not.
She about to get cooked.
I wasn't going to take a chance of leaving his stuff sitting out there.
Mr. Ainley?
Lying to a judge, that's not a very good idea to lie to a judge.
Me with 2 trailers to load my personal property up. Her and her ex-fiance was out there. Her middle son, Dylan, was out there. They were all out there. She walked up and down the driveway following me, trying to talk to me. So that's all I got to say. She was there. She knew the date. She knew the time. I was there about 10 minutes after I think it was I really can't recall the exact time on the clock.
I believe she knew the date. I believe she knew the time. She just lied to the court.
Yes,
I do not find her credible at all.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue.
She's cooked. She's cooked.
All right, this is a list of my personal property. All my clothing, all my suits, my dress slacks, everything from hunting, winter, everything.
Good Lord.
I've received 5 letters in the mail from mortgage companies and lending companies stating what the payoff is, where they requested payoffs on the loan. And my loan and mortgage information was all sealed. No one had access to it at all, because my ex-wife here tried to get in to find out a payoff on it about 6 months ago. And they told her, no, you can't. Tim's going to have to get that for you. So anyways, I got 5 letters in the mail from 5 different loan companies and a title company stating that someone requested the payoff. So I got a letter from 5 different companies for people that requested the payoff, and they sent it to them. So I called them yesterday to find out why, and they said, well, you signed a release form on November the 5th of this month to release information for your payoff. I said, no, ma'am, I did not. And I said, ask her if she could email that to me. She said, yes. So she emailed it to me, and my name has been forged on this paper. It is not my signature. And the owner is not Rachel Ainley as far as the loan goes, what's on the loan mortgage papers.
She knows she's
so she forged my name on this paper to get the payoffs on my personal information.
Ooh, that's a felony.
Ainley, please be quiet.
That's a felony. That's not good.
My ex-wife has signed my name multiple times when we were married. I give her permission to do that when we were married. Nobody else knows my social security number but her. She knows it by heart. And on the November the 5th this year, she signed my name for release of my personal information on my banking information. It's I'm pretty upset about this. I mean, it's like,
dude, that's why you got to watch who you stick your pee-pee in, bro. These women be crazy.
Total breach of my confidentiality and everything else in my personal business. The lady called me yesterday from a title company. Let me get I'm just nervous. A lady called me yesterday from a title company. She said, Mr. Ainley, we have a check for dividends for the sale of your property on North Boston Road. I said, a check for what? She said, well, we're closing on that on the 23rd. I said, absolutely not. This is in legal issues right now. I said, no. I said, I'm not getting a check. So anyways, I told her my name was forged to get the payoff and the information on this mortgage. And so she didn't say anything else. She hung up. But in the meantime, I'm in the house. I've got a paper here from Leon from Grasswood Realty, where she refused a $197,000 offer a few months back.
And that is exhibit number 3.
This is not my signature.
Dang.
And it looks like
fraud, bro. That's that. Ooh, I hope this judge cooks her. Luckily, this judge is based.
I'm not a handwriting expert, not one who has went to school, but I'm going to tell you just by looking at it, Miss Ainley, I'm going to tell you, you did this.
No, ma'am.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Where would I have signed it? I haven't been anywhere to sign anything.
Your name is signed on this.
I'm not
These
Rachel
dates
Ainley.
are Stop talking over me. You did this, Miss Ainley. You signed this, Miss Ainley. You signed this. You did this.
No, ma'am. I promise you I didn't.
Oh, you can promise all you want. You are not credible.
Okay.
You did this.
Okay.
These dates are the same. This 11/5/24 dates are the same.
They're not.
She's
though.
cooked.
They're the same.
You can call Katie. I'm not the one signed.
I can call Katie?
Yes, ma'am. I did not sign.
You didn't sign in front of Katie.
I didn't sign at all.
Stupid.
Oh, so somebody forged your name
Ma'am,
too?
I have not signed anything.
Somebody forged your name too. Oh, this is getting good.
Supposed to sign with the title company on Wednesday and I didn't.
Oh, so I have 2 fraudulent transactions here. Somebody forged your name, your
Yes, ma'am.
social security number, and yours. That's good. I need to let the district attorney know right now. We have 2 fraudulent transactions done. Not only do we have it for you, Mr. Ainley, but we have it for Mrs. Ainley too.
I mean, you could check signatures even. I don't sign like
I
that.
don't believe that at all.
Destroying.
Bro, she is so cooked.
If I wouldn't have gotten these letters from these loan companies, from my mortgage company stating that these 5 lenders requested my payoff information, I would have never known that there was any type of fraudulent activity going on at all.
Bro, you just got to be careful. You got to be careful. And that's because navigating the dating scene can be tough, but so can dealing with the aftermath of an accident. Have you ever been involved in a personal injury case? Over the years as an image consultant, I've worked with many clients recovering from injuries ranging from car accidents to workplace accidents and more. And I was shocked to see how many people lose their personal injury cases. That's why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you do end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan secured verdicts of $12 million in Florida and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. If you've been injured in an accident, don't wait. You can visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, where you can start your free claim today.
This is not fraudulent.
I'm looking at 22 CV88, Rachel Ainley versus Timothy Ainley. Your injunction request that you filled out, the signatures look almost identical.
Almost.
Almost identical.
Or not me, I promise.
Did she really think she's outsmarting this judge?
Signatures, risking getting felonies, when no, not worth it.
I love it.
I'd walk away from the house before I do that.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
You're not stupid. You have so much
Almost
integrity.
Identical. The signature,
so
Rachel
cooked.
Ainley on 22 CV87, 22 CV88. Rachel Ainley signature, almost identical.
Almost. It's not me.
You can't sign your name the exact same every way. I don't sign my name the exact same every way, Miss Ainley.
I didn't say that. But it wasn't me. I'm not an Ainley. I wouldn't sign Ainley.
It wasn't me. They got me red-handed.
It says Rachel Ainley.
Exactly.
Because you want to know what? Rachel Ainley owns the house, not Rachel Hess. So you have to sign it Rachel Ainley.
See, I don't know that. I didn't know that.
Stupid.
Please continue.
But I sent off a loan modification contract yesterday morning through FedEx. We signed them to keep the house afloat, keep from losing it. I'm still continuing to make the payments on the property. If not, I would lose everything, my whole life savings. And then, like I said, I got in some legal trouble back in May, and I was incarcerated in Polk County for a couple months. So I was totally ghosted out of everything. And when I was released,
What'd you
and
do?
went into a sober living home, I started getting mail after I had my forwarding address to my home now. And I found out that it was going into foreclosure, and I caught it within like 4 or 5 days before it actually was foreclosed on. So I've done everything in my means. I can't do it anymore. I mean, you know, I can't keep paying $1,085 a month child support, a mortgage payment. Plus we have to pay $600 a month at Onyx Sober Living Place. It's an awesome Christian living home. I have to pay $600 a month there on top of gas and food. And I'm trying to get steady work, and it's like, which this is coming through good too. But anyways, I just can't do it anymore financially. I mean, if it wasn't for God keeping me strong in my mind, I don't know. I would have lost it even worse than what I did back the last year and a half over this divorce. All
right.
I want is what I believe I deserve and what I have invested in the material things that's there now on the property and the home. And that's not even counting the things I've lost over the 17 years being married to her.
Okay, Miss Ainley, this is not your time for testimony. You will get time to testify and to provide your own evidence for the court. This is your time to provide or to ask questions of Mr. Ainley as it relates to his evidence and his testimony to the court. Do you have questions for Mr. Ainley?
Yes, I do.
You may begin.
When did you purchase this stuff? Because a lot of it, you never had when we were married.
And I'm going to state for the record, by stuff, you're referring to what he has listed in.
Oh yeah,
his-
like a DeWalt cordless drill combo.
That's what I need.
$900. Really? Where'd this come from?
Y'all was clowning me for my Ryobis, whatever. Hey, them Ryobis, they don't get down to it. I bet the DeWalts are better though.
I purchased that one.
I've got plenty of witnesses.
Should have brought them with you.
Oh, I should have.
I purchased those, that DeWalt cordless skill saw drill, hammer drill set with a sawzall in it. I purchased that in Nashville, Tennessee when we moved down there when I started my remodeling business. We owned property down there at the time also. I believe I purchased that at a Lowe's building center. To my knowledge, yes.
I have nothing.
Out of everything that's going on, she's tripping about a dadgum drill.
Okay. It's just, I don't even know what to say.
She
All
came
right,
prepared.
now, if you don't have any other questions for Mr. Ainley, this is your opportunity to provide your own testimony to the court and your own evidence to the court as it relates to this matter. You may
Do you
begin.
want a copy of what Commissioner said on the 10th of October?
I will have it in my file
Okay.
if that's what you're asking. I can take judicial notice of that. Let me get to,
Because that has what his lawyer added up on what I have to give him.
Ms. Ainley, I'm not hearing anything to contradict anything that Mr. Ainley has told me with regards to the property.
She's cooked.
I don't have any contradictory evidence. I don't have,
I don't
And
know
I
what I don't
told-
know what I can give you.
Ms. Ainley, I told you exactly what to give me on November 8th. I said, I need pictures. I need testimony. I need things. You have a cell phone. You have a camera. Pictures. You could have brought pictures and said, look, Judge, not damaged, still working. That's exactly what I told you to do. I told both of you I needed evidence. You needed to come here prepared, except you're coming and you're saying, it's all there, it's fine. But I'm hearing testimony that's saying it's not fine. I'm seeing pictures where it's not fine. And quite honestly, Miss Ainley, I hear testimony and I see things that show you're not credible. I believe you're not credible.
Okay.
I fully believe you forged his name. I fully believe you forged
And
his
how
name.
would I do it?
How would you do it?
Stupid.
You put the pen in your hand and you write it on the paper.
Pen, high paper, let's write Tim Ainley. I'm not blind, I can see. And
Maybe we
I've
should have
taken
someone look at it then.
judicial notice. I've been doing this job
She's talking to her like she's a 3-year-old. I love it. I caught you with your head in the cookie jar.
a long time. I look at your signature on 2 documents where
Yes.
you've signed.
Look at his.
I have. It's
I
not
don't-
his
It's
signature.
not mine.
Miss Ainley, the more you talk, the more you're digging your hole.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm telling you.
I strongly encourage you not to, because this is all taken down
Okay,
and this is a transcript and the district attorney can get this transcript.
Oh, she's
Okay.
cooked.
that's
When the
fine.
judge is telling you to shut up, you know you're cooked.
Because I don't have anything to hide. I don't.
Stop the cat.
Get the
I would
French
have plenty of
toast outta
witnesses,
here.
but you didn't want kids here.
I said, bring witnesses.
I wouldn't put my kids through it.
And I think that that is the best thing that you could do
That's who I had.
as a mother, because quite honestly, that was a terrible,
It was.
awful thing that happened at that other
So by
hearing.
not bringing them, I have no credibility. So just order what you're
No.
gonna. I just want it done.
If either of you put your children in the middle, you are awful parents.
That's why they're not here.
I got kids too.
That's why I have no witnesses. Because all I had was my kids.
No, you don't. Miss Ainley,
Yes, it was. It was.
you can stop crying because tears,
I'm not crying because of that.
again,
You're
telephone.
not listening.
You're not listening. Stop crying. Stop that. Telephone pictures say 1,000 words.
I love this
Stop
judge.
it. This
order
boo-hoo,
what you're gonna-
cry means nothing.
Okay.
See? No tears. Nothing.
Oh, I got none now.
I know, because they're not real.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
fall for those
Okay.
tears.
She really tried to
Bro, this
manipulate
judge
the
is great.
So
There's a final
now,
verdict here.
do you have any proof or any evidence? Because quite honestly, right now, there's nothing in your favor.
She's cooked.
I guess not.
And I'm awarding $15,000 because I do believe that is a penalty. Because I do fully believe that Ms. Amy fraudulently signed his name.
15 racks
So
to the
there's
boy,
a
man.
total
Love
of
it.
$64,368.71.
64,000 what?
$64,368.71.
That's a lot of money, bro. That's more than some people make in a year. That's a lot of money.
That is to be paid to Mr. Ainley from the proceeds of the sale of the home.
Ooh.
If the home is not to be sold, if it's not sold tomorrow as expected, then the court is going to order that the home is going to be remitted over to Mr. Ainley for ownership instead of Miss Ainley.
Your Honor, the latest to close was December 30th.
Thought it was gonna close tomorrow.
We were supposed to, but he refused.
Well, then it can close.
If they're willing now.
If not, then I'm ordering that, if it doesn't close, then ownership of the home
Goes back to
turns
him.
over to Mr.
How do I
Ainley.
get, how is that fair to me and the kids?
How is it fair? Because I fully believe you signed
I
his
did
name.
not.
I
What do I
fully
have to do to
believe,
prove it?
Ms. Ainley, I fully believe that you have destroyed his property,
I
that
did
you
not.
have burned his property, that you have sold his property, that you have thrown away his property, that you have done everything to keep him from having his property, that I believe that you have done everything.
Well, if somebody goes to the house, you'll see it's
And
not
you
true.
have been totally
Okay,
vengeful.
Well,
Now,
Look at man now.
Yep.
he can go and retrieve his property. And if all, Mr. Ainley, you have the ability to go to the property. You're still at the property, Miss Ainley?
I won't be.
She's still living
When?
there?
You're out of the property? You moved out of the property?
You need
I
to
will
kick
be
her
tomorrow.
tickets out.
You've moved out of the property
I
tomorrow?
won't stay there.
So are you moving out of the
Yes, I
property
am.
and you're living somewhere else?
I'm going to, yes.
Okay.
I don't have a choice.
All right, so you can go to the property tomorrow and retrieve all of your property.
Time.
You
Property.
can look all day. She's not gonna be there anymore.
What
And
if it's
apparently
locked?
the house is going to be sold.
What if it's locked up?
Well, you would have the ability to, you would have the ability to have a locksmith come and, go into the property.
Your Honor, what if he takes more than what's his?
He is ordered to only take his property, and that would be anything that is on the list that you have. He is not to remove anything else but anything on that
happen.
list.
I will make sure I have a witness with me, take pictures, ma'am. One more question, Your Honor. The amount that I was awarded, the $64,368.71, if she closes on that property, is that mortgage company that's buying the house or whatever, they have to cut me a check for that
Yes,
amount
they do.
before I can
Yes,
close on
they
it?
have to cut you a check for that amount.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a good
And
check,
so,
bro.
Miss Ainley, it's not going to close tomorrow now?
I have no idea.
Well, if it doesn't close, then again, the court is awarding the home to Mr. Ainley.
As of tomorrow, I have 1 day.
It was supposed to close tomorrow. That is why
Yes,
this
but
court.
he refused. He told them no.
But here's the thing,
But that's why they went to December.
Miss Ainley, and the court specifically held this hearing today. So
I know.
it can close
I know.
tomorrow.
I know.
Did you not recall that I had a
Yes,
mandatory education
Stupid.
course that I had to have today?
Yes. But I don't have control over them. I don't.
You had it set to close today.
Yes, I had it set to close tomorrow.
If it closes tomorrow, Your Honor, I'll sign whatever needs to sign. That's not going to slow up any closing.
You can contact them and the court will prepare an order here today and I will have it done here shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Moral of the story, bro, I'm glad that he got his justice there. Loki, do you want? You do? Free. Sit. Wait. Free. Go to your place. This is why, dude, you have to document what happens in a toxic relationship. Because if you don't, this stuff will come and bite you on the tuchus when you are in your most vulnerable state. You need to document everything. Take pictures. Take screenshots of things that have happened. Keep up with documentation. That guy came with his receipts and he won his case. A lot of times these women can go to court and do the crocodile tears and then they can win one over because nobody's got any evidence. It's all circumstantial, right? Document, document, document. Have everything. But this is why it's also really important to not get into a marriage and have a bunch of kids with a woman that's really not trustworthy. She seems like she wasn't really trustworthy. This is why you need to vet women a little bit better. Don't get lost in the sauce. I tell you guys, you got to get that PNC, that post-nut clarity. You can't just get lost in that nut, bruh. You got to be smarter than that. But I wanted to switch it up today and do something a little bit different. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Loki, did you have a good time?
I had a great time, Father.
I really do appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.